So let's talk about solving trigonometric equations. And we're going to divide this discussion into three parts. The first part, we're going to talk about being able to solve simple trigonometric equations over a closed interval. Secondly, we'll get into being able to solve simple trigonometric equations over the set from negative to positive infinity. And then we'll, part C, get to solving some more complex kinds of trigonometric equations over closed intervals, including what happens if we have multiple angles and similar situations. So we're going to start with a very simple equation. This is the equation sine of x is equal to 1/2. And this is a simple equation because we can think to ourselves, all right, on the interval from 0 to 2 pi, that is within one full rotation of a unit circle perhaps, or within one cycle of the graph, we ask, for what values of x will the sine give us 1/2? Now, one answer is simply to take the inverse sine or the arc sine of 1/2, and we know the answer to this one. The inverse sine or arc sine of 1/2 will give us the angle pi over 6, which is one solution to this equation on the interval from 0 to 2 pi. So sketching in my angle right here, we can see at 1/2 at pi over 6, we have the kind of right triangle whose ratio of opposite side to hypotenuse would be 1/2. But then we ask ourselves, well, where else could this be true on the interval from 0 to 2 pi? And we know that, well, in quadrant 1, sine gives us a positive value, but that's also true in quadrant 2. And so what we're going to do here to find our other angle is to use that angle, pi over 6, as a reference angle. So if we come over here, we use pi over 6 inside of this right triangle. We know we would have a ratio of 1/2 opposite over hypotenuse. But in order to find this, we're going to use our reference angle and pi to find this one. So our actual x value here for our second quadrant is going to be pi minus pi over 6. And doing the addition right here, well, subtraction, we know that means that our other angle will be 5 pi over 6. So our solution set consists of two angles, pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. And that's our answer. That's what we were looking for. And so we're done.